The problem is Mojtaba Khamenei is a hardcore hardliner. He's an extremist. He's a hardcore hardliner. His version of Islam and his version of governance is far more extreme than what his father's vision was. See, Ali Khamenei was a clergy. He was a religious leader. He was also a state leader, but he was a religious leader. Mind you, Mojtaba is not. Mojtaba is a hardcore politician, and most importantly, Mojtaba is the Revolutionary Guard's most favorite candidate. What did US actually create? They eliminated Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and created Mojtaba Khamenei. Did they do good for themselves, or do they now have a more aggressive opponent in front of them? Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. You see, America, the United States of America, possibly has done the single largest foreign policy errors in the world. Most of their foreign policies were disastrous, were absolutely disastrous. And the unfortunate part is they have not learned from their mistakes. They have not learned from history, and they continue to do what they do. Let me try and explain what I have in mind. Way back in 1905 to 1975, United States wanted to change the regime in Vietnam. They wanted to change the South Vietnam regime from communist. You know what did they end up doing? They reunified communism in Vietnam, and 1975, after America was thrown out of Vietnam, after what? Almost 10 years of war, communist regime was reinstated. Reinstated with a lot of force. So what did they come to do? United States of America, big country, small country, Vietnam, they came to change the regime. What happened? They actually consolidated that regime and had to go away. Example 1. Example 2. You see, remember Afghanistan? Afghanistan, October 7th, 2001. They came with a conscious effort of changing regime. Taliban Bhar. What happened? 2021, they reinstated Taliban. In fact, Taliban became most powerful and they left. From 2001 to 2021, 20 years they fought in Afghanistan. They lost people. Americans died. And finally what happened? Taliban became more powerful. They were reinstated and our men went. America. You see, in Iraq war, America waged a war against Iraq, created a sectorial instability and created ISIS. Arguably, there are a lot of other reasons, I agree, but one of the very major reason is the fact that America created instability by invading Iraq, by overthrowing the regime, and created something which became one of the most dangerous groups in the world, that is ISIS. Who created it? America. Why am I saying all this? Let me tell you why am I saying all this. You know, on February 28th, Ali Khamenei was killed. Ali Khamenei was eliminated. And why was he eliminated? Because America and Trump wanted a regime change. Like in Vietnam, like in Afghanistan, and like in Iraq, they wanted a regime change. Here also regime change. Now see what happened. They eliminated Ali Khamenei. And now Ali Khamenei's son, that is Mojtaba Khamenei, has taken over. Now the problem is Mojtaba Khamenei is a hardcore hardliner. He's an extremist. He's a hardcore hardliner. His version of Islam and his version of governance is far more extreme than what his father's vision was. In fact, Ali Khamenei had actually, whether that is how true that is, how effective that was, and all that is a different debate, but all the same, Ali Khamenei in 2000 had issued a fatwa where he had said no to nuclear weapons. He had asked all Islamic State not to use nuclear weapon. So Ali Khamenei was seen somehow as a moderate leader, I mean, to whatever extent, but seen as a moderate leader. Now, America removed him, and who came in power? A person who is far more hardliner than what Khamenei was. The new person, Mojtaba Khamenei, is far more a hardliner than what Ali Khamenei was. So that's point number one. Point number two. See, Ali Khamenei was a clergy. He was a religious leader. He was also a state leader, but he was a religious leader. Mind you, I wanted to re-emphasize this last time. There's no one Khamenei like Pope. So a lot of people compared Ali Khamenei to Pope of Shias. Ali Khamenei is not the Pope of Shias. Ali Khamenei is a political leader. He's an Ayatollah, and there are many Ayatollahs in Iran, and it is not just one. There is no one Ayatollah. There are more than 1,000 Ayatollahs, is what I believe, in Iran. So anyway, so he was a clergy. He was a religious leader, one of the religious leader who took over as the supreme commander. Mojtaba is not. Mojtaba is a hardcore politician, and most importantly, Mojtaba is the Revolutionary Guard's most favorite candidate. Revolutionary Guards, like I told last time, and I guess a lot of people wrote in their comments that I was overstretching it, but what I believe is what I am telling you now also, that Revolutionary Guards is like the Gestapo of Hitler. They are a very aggressive group, an absolute aggressive group. And Mojtaba is supported by this particular revolutionary group, the IRGC. I have given the entire details of IRGC in my last editorial. Please have a look at it. So the point that I am trying to make is, earlier on a clergy who became a supreme leader, now a hardcore IRGC representative, an IRGC supported person who has become the country's head. Do you think he is going to take things easy? Do you think his decisions will be moderate? Do you think he will go more towards peace or more towards aggression? Point number two. Point number three. Look at it from a human perspective. This man, his father, that is Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, his mother, his brother, his sister, his brother-in-law, his sister-in-law, grandchildren, that is his nieces, nephews, were killed. What must be going in his heart right now? Imagine the kind of vengeance that he must be harnessing in his heart. Do you think he's going to take this entire war lightly now? Do you think he's going to look at it objectively? Or do you think he's going to look at it from a very aggressive perspective? Because he's lost almost his entire family. As a human being, think about it. What would be his emotions right at the moment? What did US actually create? They eliminated Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and created Mojtaba Khamenei. Did they do good for themselves? Or do they now have a more aggressive opponent in front of them? Now connect this to Vietnam, connect this to Afghanistan, connect this to Iraq, and then figure out what I just said. Just figure out what I just said. I made my point. You see, if some of us believe that, America can go and kill Mojtaba also, that America can do anything they want. But the point is that actually going to solve the problem, or will it complicate the problem tenfolds? So to conclude, you see, America normally wages war to change the regime. America feels that the regime is not functioning the way America thinks the regime should function, a sovereign country's regime, a sovereign country's government. America feels that that regime is not functioning the way America feels the country should function or that regime should function. Sometimes there are logics in what they say, sometimes there are absolutely none. But the fact remains that just because America is not comfortable with the regime, America decides to change the regime. And America goes out and tries to change the regime. And the moment they go out and try to change the regime, the end result, what happens after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years or whatever, is actually, most often than not, is to reinstate that same regime. Not only America, but the whole world suffers because of that. The whole world suffers because of that. Secondly, America has justified this concept of teaching people lesson, punishing. America punishes another country. Technically speaking, there is something called as United Nations, which is where you take your grievances. They are collectively, that is all countries sit together, and then there is Security Council where there are a few countries which sit together and they make the decisions, they take decisions, at least there is a global consensus to it. Here no, here America has decided that they are the judge, the executioner and everything. So they decide, they punish other countries. It happened with Venezuela, now it is happening with Iran. Chances are it could happen to Cuba too. This is the point I wanted to make. Think about what I said. Let me know your comments. It's a short editorial as usual, but these are factors that are happening around us at the moment, and it is imperative that we understand what is happening. That's the point I wanted to make. Till I see you next time. That's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.